It started on a calm spring evening, March 13th, 1997. The sun had dipped below the mountaintops and darkness was settling in, enveloping small towns, sprawling cities, and vast stretches of the desert. For the residents of Arizona, Nevada, and even parts of northern Mexico, it was a typical evening. That is, until they looked up at the sky. What they saw was something unexplainable, something that would leave scientists, government officials, and ordinary citizens debating for decades: the Phoenix Lights. The incident unfolded between 7:30 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Thousands of individuals reported seeing a massive V-shaped object floating silently overhead. Moving southeast, the phenomenon crossed the border into Arizona, where the situation escalated dramatically. By the time it reached Phoenix, thousands of residents, from neighborhood kids to respected officials, were watching. Doctors, pilots, police officers, and even the state's governor at the time, Fife Symington, all saw the lights. But one thing united them all. It was unlike anything they'd seen before. One Phoenix resident described it as the size of a football stadium, so massive it was impossible to comprehend how it stayed airborne. Others remarked on its absolute silence, an unsettling feature for a craft of its reported size. Some witnessed a boomerang-shaped structure, others saw orb-like lights hovering in synchronized patterns. As the Phoenix Lights slipped out of view, an explanation seemed imminent. The U.S. military offered one. Aerial flares dropped during a routine training exercise at the nearby Barry M. Goldwater Range. But this explanation left many unconvinced. How could flares move slowly and silently across hundreds of kilometers, keeping precise formation? Why were no flare parachutes visible? And why did thousands insist they saw an enormous structured craft, not merely detached lights? Even Arizona's governor, Fife Symington, initially mocked the reports. "I'm a pilot and I know what I saw. It was bigger than anything I've ever seen. It was enormous. It was otherworldly." Years later, Symington reversed course, acknowledging the reality of what he personally witnessed that night. Adding to the mystery, radar systems at local airports failed to detect the object, despite its reported magnitude and visibility. Astronomers and physicists joined UFO researchers in demanding a scientific investigation.
The Phoenix Lights should be the poster child for serious, scientific study into unidentified aerial phenomena, but instead it's fading into folklore, a disservice to the truth.
The incident quickly gained global attention, entering the lore of modern UFO sightings, sometimes called the Roswell of the modern age. Phoenix even hosts an annual festival where enthusiasts gather to remember. How could an event witnessed by thousands, including trained observers, remain so poorly explained? Many point to government stonewalling and ridicule discouraging serious inquiry. Yet, for the witnesses, the event changed something fundamental. There's a sense that for one night in 1997, humanity glimpsed something beyond the boundaries of known science. So, what exactly were the Phoenix Lights? A classified operation, an elaborate hoax, or something more profound? The sky fell silent that night, but the questions haven't. The truth remains out there, hovering quietly, an unsolved mystery echoing across the decades.